Little dreamers, gather round for a twinkling tale of wonder and whimsy. What if Cinderella's enchanted slipper didn't just fall, but vanished into a midnight adventure? Midnight struck, and the magic began to unravel. In the Grand Palace ballroom, golden chandeliers trembled. Confetti exploded, and Cinderella, our girl in blue, bolted for the exit. She kicked off one glass slipper mid-run. "No!" she gasped, as the gown dissolved into rags. The prince lunged after her, cape billowing, crown glinting. "Wait!" he shouted, boots skidding across marble. But the girl vanished into the night, leaving only a single crystal clue. The lost slipper spun through the air, a comet of blue sparkles trailing behind, destined for a journey no one could predict. Cinderella leapt down the palace stairs. Rag dress fluttering, 1 foot bare, the slipper flew from her toes and tumbled into the shadows below. Back home, in a soot-covered kitchen, Cinderella knelt by the hearth, staring at her bare foot. "One slipper," she whispered sadly. "How will anyone ever believe it was me?" But her tiny friends had a plan. Gus pointed at their breadcrumb map. "There!" Jack tugged a crumb. "Come on!" The mice squeaked with determination. In the palace war room, the prince slammed his fist. "We will find her," he declared. The glass slipper sat on velvet, glowing faintly, a mystery waiting to be solved. Reginald's clipboard trembled. But your highness." Professor Hoot adjusted his spectacles. "Residual sparkle dust," he hooted wisely. The royal slipper squad was born. Meanwhile, in the moonlit forest, a raccoon named Bandit scampered with the slipper in his teeth. Glitter trailed behind him like stardust. Fireflies danced in a conga line. But Bandit tripped, and the slipper flew, splash. It landed in a babbling brook, rainbow light refracting inside the crystal. Bandit face planted into mud. "Oof!" Paws flailing, eyes wide in shock. The slipper was gone. High in an enchanted garden, the fairy godmother snored inside a tulip. Sss, her wand dangled. Wings folded. Completely unaware of the chaos below, the slipper floated downstream and landed in the lap of Honk the goose, finest egg cup in the land. She honked proudly, wings on hips, bonnet bouncing. Back at the manor, the stepsisters tried the slipper. Anastasia jammed her foot in. "It fits," she grunted. Face red, slipper cracking, or so it seemed. Drizella shrieked, "My turn!" Corset creaking, arms flailing. But the slipper refused to budge. The prince arrived at the market. "This is it," he shouted, snatching the slipper. Honk pecked his ankle. "Honk!" Wings flapping, feathers flying. A chaotic chase through toppling stalls. The squad burst into the kitchen. Lady Tremaine blocked the door. "My daughters have already tried it," she sneered, cigarette holder twirling like a dagger. Cinderella shrank back. "Oh no!" hiding her bare feet under her skirt. Heart pounding like a drum, the prince knelt before her and gently slid the slipper onto her foot. It fit perfectly, glowing with starlight. "It's you," he whispered. Cinderella's eyes filled with tears of joy. Suddenly, the slipper hummed. A tiny door opened in the heel. A note unrolled, returned to sender. "FG." The fairy godmother appeared in a puff of glitter. "Oops," she yawned and snapped her wand. The slipper resized, perfect forever. On the palace balcony at sunset, Cinderella giggled and kicked off her slipper again. The prince laughed again and crawled after it like a lovesick puppy. Fireworks bursting into glass slipper shapes above. And so the kingdom lived happily ever after. Honk in her golden nest, Bandit snoring in a sunbeam, Gus and Jack in tiny royal uniforms, and the fairy godmother waving her wand with a wink. Because sometimes, all it takes is one lost slipper and a little bit of magic to find your way home. Good night, little dreamers. See you again with another exciting story. Bye-bye.